You load 300 tons into an afterhold. Your mean draft goes up 12 centimeters, and your stern goes down 45. Same ship, same cargo, same minute. Two completely different answers to the question, how much water is under me? And only one of them is the one that grounds you. Because under-keel clearance isn't a number your ship has, it's a number a place on your ship has. Under-keel clearance is the vertical distance between the lowest part of the hull and the seabed, not the average gap, the lowest point. And the water it sits in isn't a fixed quantity either. The depth you actually have is the charted depth plus the height of tide at that moment. So both halves of the sum are moving, the bottom of your ship and the top of the water. That's why it's assessed dynamically. Tide, squat, streams, heel, and the ship's own motion in a seaway. Start with the number itself, because it's less solid than it looks. Draft is the vertical distance from a defined hull reference to the waterline at a stated longitudinal position. The marks you read may not sit exactly at the perpendiculars, and here's the trap that catches people. Your hydrostatic tables may be built on molded draft, while the marks on the side are on an extreme keel basis. Two different datums, quietly, in the same calculation. So before you trust any draft reading, you ask four things. At what longitudinal position was it read? What vertical datum does that mark use? Port or starboard? And is the water calm enough to trust it at all? Because you read the bottom edge of the numeral, and you interpolate at the waterline, and a swell moving up and down that scale will give you whatever answer you want. Which is why you don't take one reading. You take 6, forward port and starboard, midship port and starboard, aft port and starboard. And the 6 are not there to be averaged. They're there to be compared. The port and starboard pairs reveal list. The forward, midship, and aft differences reveal your trim, and whether the hull is hogging or sagging. Average them first, and you have destroyed the only information that told you the shape your ship is actually in. Never reduce 6 readings to one average before checking the pattern. Now the part that changes, how you plan. Clearance is local. You don't calculate it for the ship. You calculate the draft at the longitudinal position of the thing that will touch first, the shallowest point of the keel, the propeller and the rudder, and the same logic upward for air draft. The bridge, the crane, the obstruction you're passing under. One ship, several different clearances, all true at once. Here's what that costs you. A ship on an even keel at 8 meters, 150 meters between perpendiculars, center of flotation amidships at 75. Load 300 tons into a hold 20 meters from the after, perpendicular, well aft of the center of flotation. She sinks bodily. First, 300 tons over 25 tons per centimeter, 12 centimeters deeper, everywhere. Then she rotates. That weight is 55 meters abaft the center of flotation, so the trimming moment is 16,500 ton-meters. 66 centimeters of trim by the stern, split half and half about the center of flotation. 33 down aft, 33 up forward. Aft draft, 8.45. Forward, 7.79. Your mean draft is 8.12, and your stern is 33 centimeters deeper than that. Plan your clearance on the mean, and you are 1/3 of a meter optimistic at exactly the end of the ship where the propeller is. Changing trim can reduce your clearance even when the mean draft is perfectly acceptable. And trim is only one of the things eating your margin. Density. Fresh water is 1.000 tons per cubic meter. The saltwater reference is 1.025, so the same ship floats deeper in fresh water, and dock water is often somewhere in between, and not what you assumed. Tide, which is a forecast, not a fact. Squat. The stream's setting you. Heel, because the moment she leans, the low bilge goes down. Waves and the way she moves in them, hog and sag in the hull itself, and on top of all of it, the safety margin your passage plan or the port procedure requires. Every one of those is a subtraction from the number you started with. Four traps before you go. Your MCTC may be ton-meters per centimeter or per meter. Your center of flotation may be quoted from amidships or the after perpendicular or the forward perpendicular, positive either way. Your hydrostatic draft may be molded while your marks are extreme, and your trim tables may already have a sign or a correction built in, so applying your own on top of it puts the error in twice. A ship doesn't ground because the sea got shallower. She grounds because one number was calculated for the wrong place, at the wrong moment, on the wrong datum. Clearance is local. Work it where it will touch. The UKC worksheet, 6 readings, the local positions, and every subtraction in order, is free in the Seaman app. And the next one is about what happens when the number you trusted was right and the ship still ended up somewhere else.